Hi everyone, welcome to this week's project tutorial. For those that don't know me, my name is Kristy Coromandel and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Outback Australia. And my job is to help you enhance your skills and boost your creative confidence to effortlessly craft beautiful designs that you adore. Now, a couple of things that I want to let you know about is one, that this is pre-recorded as I'm currently away over in America attending a business conference, and I'll be sharing some of those updates with you in my story, so be sure to check those out. The other thing too is that we are already halfway through Celebration. So if you haven't heard of Celebration before, let me briefly explain it to you. It's our biggest sales period of the year, where for every $90 you spend, you can earn a free Celebration product. And I'm going to share with one of those products with you tonight, and we're actually going to create a card featuring that product. So let me flip the camera around and let's get creating. So the stamp set I'm going to be working with for this project tutorial is our Watercolor Melon. Now this is a product that you can earn for free to the end of February 2024 when you purchase $90 worth of product out of any of our catalogs or our online store. You can receive this stamp set for free. Now, as this one doesn't have any greetings attached to it, I have decided to pair it with my greeting set here called Something Fancy, which can be found in our annual catalog. So the first thing I'm going to need is a scrap piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to ink up the inside of my watermelon here in Melon Mumbo. Like so. And then I'm going to do the outside in Granny Apple Green. So this is like the skin of the melon. And then let's stamp our seeds, which I'm going to do in black ink here. I'm going to stamp 6 seeds. Now, as these do not have any coordinating dies, I am going to grab my paper snips and I'm actually going to fussy cut my melons out. So I'm just going to leave the slight white border around the outline. So we have our 2 watermelons. So the next thing we're going to need now is some watercolor paper. And we're also going to need some of our re-inkers. So I've got here with me Melon Mumbo. And some Garden Green. No, sorry, Granny Apple Green. Let's just mix that up with some water as well. Actually, let's spray some here in our pink as well. And I'm just going to spray some plain water in that one. I've got a bit of ink splatter, so I'm just going to wipe that off my table. Okay, so what I want is I want to create a bit of a puddle. So I'm just going to use the wet on wet technique. So I'm just adding some water to the center. And let's start with our Granny Apple Green. And because I've got water on there already, I barely have touched it and that water has already moved around. All right, so I'm just going to clean that off. Use some paper towel here. Right, and then I'm going to pick up the red, or my Melon Mumbo, and I'm going to do that down here. So I'm going to grab my heat tool and I'm going to dry that off. Okay, so now that that's dry, let's finish with working our stuff out. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of splatter. So I've got here my black blender pen here, and I'm using my brush tip and my cap, and I'm just going to flick some ink. Then let's just wipe down my glass mat as well. And let's stamp our greeting in black ink. I'm going to stamp it to the right about here. And now let's add our watermelon. I'm going to add one here. I'm just going to glue that on normally. Like so. And I'm going to pop the other one up on a Stampin' Dimensional. And then I'm going to pop these ones up on a Stampin' Dimensional as well. And we're going to attach this to my card base, which happens to be crumb cake. And there is our card all finished. So let me show you a couple of other examples featuring this stamp set. So this one here is, I've used some pattern paper, and I can't remember where it's from, but it's actually out of the catalogue, and I've just stamped it and then I've die cut it out with a tag. So there's pattern paper there, I've got some garden green under there as well. And then this one here, I've just used a variety of different shapes of watermelons, and then I've embellished using the in colour embellishments. And then this one here, I've decided to just do some sponging. So I've got my melon mumbo at the top, my garden green, my granny apple green at the bottom, and I've got this little white gap in between, and then I've just added my watermelon as well. And then the one that we've created today as well. So there's a couple of examples featuring our watercolor melon stamp set that you can earn for free as a level 1 celebration gift. So thank you so much for joining me. If you've left a comment, I will come back and respond to it, and I can't wait to see you next time when we share another project idea featuring one of our current products. Thank you again, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.